Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. An unfortunate incident occurred on the latest episode of WWE Raw, and it could develop into an intriguing storyline. Penta and Solo Sikoa collided in the quarterfinal of the Last Time Is Now tournament. The bout had a fast-paced start, with both competitors going back and forth. However, just a few minutes into the match, Penta landed awkwardly while performing a jumping Hurricane Rana from the barricade on the outside. The show immediately went into a commercial break, and upon returning, Sikoa was declared the winner, as the Luchador could not continue the bout. The former United States champion will now face Gunther in the semifinal of the tournament. That said, Sikoa and the NFTs have been wreaking havoc on SmackDown lately. With Penta sustaining a legitimate injury against Sikoa, Triple H could finally take action against the former Bloodline member. While injuries are part of the game and no blame can be placed on Solo for Penta's injury, it could be used to create a storyline. The WWE Chief Content Officer could take the matter into his own hands and punish the 32-year-old. The game could prevent the NFTs from being at ringside during the remainder of Solo's matches in the Last Time Is Now tournament. This could lead to the Street Champion picking a fight with the management alongside his stablemates. That said, this scenario is only speculative, and nothing has been confirmed. Gunther will lock horns with Solo Sikoa in the semifinal of the Last Time Is Now tournament. However, it won't be the first time the two heavy hitters squared off. On the March 1, 2022 episode of NXT, the Ring General and the Street Champion collided in a singles match. Up until that point, Sikoa had been undefeated in WWE. The Austrian star handed the former United States champion his first loss, ending his streak. Over 3 years later, they are set to face each other once again. Gunther is the favorite to win the ongoing tournament and face John Cena in his final match. However, with the NFTs by his side, Sikoa is a force to be reckoned with. Will the Street Champion avenge his previous loss against Gunther, or will the Ring General defeat the Samoan star once again and move on to the final of the Last Time Is Now tournament? Only time will tell. The fallout from this week's edition of Monday Night Raw has sparked intense conversations across the WWE universe as speculation grows around whether Triple H could be preparing disciplinary action for a former United States champion. The tension behind the scenes in WWE has reportedly risen following a controversial moment that unfolded live on television, leaving fans wondering whether the Chief Content Officer is ready to enforce consequences for behavior that may have crossed internal boundaries. When Triple H assumed creative control and operational authority, one of his most consistent messages to talent was that professionalism and respecting the structure of the show would be non-negotiable values. Over the last year, he has quietly but firmly implemented new backstage standards. According to insiders who frequently comment on WWE's internal dynamics, Triple H is patient but not lenient when it comes to talent stepping out of line in ways that disrupt storytelling, create unnecessary problems, or derail long-term planning. This week's Raw delivered a moment that has become the center of debate. The former United States champion unexpectedly went off script, interrupting a segment that was not assigned to them, sending production scrambling and other performers adjusting on the fly. What the audience witnessed looked dramatic and intentional, but sources suggest the situation was not part of the official rundown. That instantly raised questions about whether Triple H will take corrective action. While WWE thrives on unpredictability, there is a difference between scripted chaos and real disruptions that affect production logistics. Many veterans have previously explained that going off-script without approval is one of the fastest ways to trigger heat with management, especially with Triple H, who has been praised for running a disciplined, detail-oriented locker room. One major factor intensifying the situation is that Raw is heading into one of the busiest stretches of the season. Survivor Series fallout, Royal Rumble setup, and long-term WrestleMania plans all converge at this time of year. A disruption now has greater consequences because the creative direction is more delicate. If a talent's actions threaten those plans, Triple H would be far more likely to take action to send a clear message to the locker room. On social media, fans have been divided. Some have praised the former U.S. champion for injecting spontaneity into the show, arguing that the product feels more alive when performers take risks. Others believe the move was reckless, disrespectful, and harmful to the individuals whose segment was interrupted. Those fans argue that if Triple H lets the moment slide, it could set a precedent for further disorder. In past years, WWE management, including Triple H during his NXT days, has occasionally punished talent for going off-script by reducing television time, removing them from ongoing storylines, or assigning them to matches designed to send a message without publicly humiliating them. These are subtle but effective ways to demonstrate control. Another possibility being discussed internally is Triple H folding the real-life tension into a storyline, a technique he has used before. That would allow WWE to capitalize on the buzz, while also addressing the issue behind the scenes. If the former U.S. champion is disciplined privately but used publicly, the company may turn the controversy into a narrative device. However, those close to the situation believe Triple H may lean toward a more direct response: temporary removal from featured programming, or placing the superstar in a match that forces them to earn back their spot. The idea of Triple H enforcing consequences aligns with recent reports of him wanting Raw and SmackDown to operate at the highest possible level as WWE continues expanding its media presence. With new broadcast deals rolling out and premium live events drawing record numbers, this is not a time where the company wants unnecessary unpredictability backstage. While there is no confirmation yet, it is clear that the conversation around the former United States champion's future is heating up. Some insiders insist that the superstar was frustrated with their lack of direction, which may have fueled the moment on Raw. If true, the situation becomes more complicated. Punishing someone who acted out of frustration versus addressing the root cause of that frustration. Still, Triple H is expected to meet unprofessional actions with firm but fair consequences, maintaining the standards that have strengthened WWE creatively over the past year. The next episodes of Raw will likely reveal whether there are visible repercussions. A sudden absence, a storyline pivot, or the superstar being placed in a difficult position on screen could all be subtle indicators of disciplinary action. The WWE Universe will undoubtedly be watching closely. With Survivor Series fallout and the road to the Royal Rumble just beginning, drama behind the scenes could easily spill into television. Triple H now faces the decision of whether to crack down or convert the controversy into compelling storytelling. Either way, the actions of this former U.S. champion may have lasting effects on their career trajectory moving forward. If Triple H does choose to punish the superstar, the message to the roster will be clear. Raw is a disciplined environment, and no one, regardless of past achievements, is exempt from accountability. However, if the punishment becomes part of the storyline, fans may witness one of the most intriguing turns on Monday Night Raw in months. The next step rests on Triple H's shoulders, and the WWE Universe now waits to see exactly how he plans to respond. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.